Infomat 360.
Hello everyone, welcome to Infomat 360. Do you know March has a special significance in history? Let's see what happened in March 2000 years ago from the words of the person who is the center of that incident, and what changes that brought to the history. This series is the Epoch Makers, and here we explore the life of people who made their presence non-negligible in the history. Let's start our travel through time.
Salve, citizens of history. I am Gaius Julius Caesar, once the master of the Roman world. Today I recount the tale of my final days, a story of ambition, betrayal, and the transformation of Rome, narrated by the echoes of the past. By 45 BC I had vanquished Pompey the Great and quelled all resistance, bringing peace to our war-torn republic. My reforms uplifted the common people, granting land to veterans, restructuring debts, and envisioning a Rome glorious beyond compare. In the year 44 BC, amidst the grandeur of Rome, the most powerful city on earth, stood I, Julius Caesar. Declared dictator for life, my journey from the fields of Gaul to the heart of Rome is a tale of valor, strategy, and ambition. Today, I recount the moments of my final day, an etching in the annals of history, a lesson of power and betrayal. Yet beneath the facade of peace, a storm brewed within the hallowed halls of the Senate. Haunted by the power I wielded, 60 senators, cloaked in the guise of protectors of the Republic, feared their diminishing power in my Rome. Marcus Junius Brutus, a man I pardoned, led this conspiracy, torn between gratitude and an idealistic vision to save the Republic plotted in the shadows. As the Ides of March drew near, warnings and omens abounded. Yet bound by duty and pride, I chose to face my destiny head-on. Invited to a special Senate meeting, I walked towards fate, my heart heavy with the weight of unresolved dreams. Even though my beloved wife tried to stop me from going. As fate spun its web, I was lured to the Senate on the Ides of March, a day marked by prophecy. Decimus Albinus, another whom I trusted, persuaded me to attend, hinting at a kingdom's crown. Little did I know, it was a crown of thorns they prepared for me. The morning air was crisp as I made my way to the Senate. Rome, in all her glory, bustled around me, oblivious to the tides of destiny converging. On my way, I met the soothsayer Spurina, who once warned me of this day. In jest, I remarked, "The Ides have come," to which he ominously replied, "But not gone." Within the Senate's walls, my so-called allies awaited. Decimus, whom I trusted, played his part in the treachery, assuring me of my safety amongst friends. As I entered the Senate, Mark Antony, my loyal friend and warrior, was detained. An orchestrated move I realized too late. Surrounded by the very architects of Rome's laws and future, I was struck not by the betrayal of enemies but by the hands of friends. With each of the 22 wounds, Rome's heart bled with mine. This betrayal came swiftly, a viper's bite amidst the columns of the Republic. And then, amidst the chaos of betrayal, time seemed to stand still. The final and 23rd blow came not from an enemy, but from a brother in arms. As Brutus's dagger found its mark, my heart cried out, "Et tu, Brute! Then fall, Caesar." It was not just the physical pain that tore through me, but the realization that Brutus, whom I considered my son, could raise his hand against me. In that moment, the Rome I knew, the Rome I dreamed of, crumbled into dust. It was not Caesar who was vanquished, but the very soul of Rome. As my spirit watched over, Rome found herself at a crossroads, her silence soon giving way to turmoil. The liberators, as they styled themselves, believed they had acted to save the Republic. But the winds of change were not in their favor. Mark Antony, wielding my will with words as sharp as daggers, turned the tide of public opinion, invoking my memory to rally Rome against the conspirators. The city that once cheered for its liberators now cried out for justice. The murder intended to save the Republic only served to doom it. Antony and my adopted son Octavian waged a war not just for vengeance, but for the very soul of Rome. The aftermath was chaos. My death did not return the Republic, but plunged Rome into further darkness and civil wars. The liberators, as they called themselves, met their demise, not as heroes of the Republic, but as architects of its end. From the shadows emerged Octavian, my heir. With a heart both cold and calculated, he vowed to avenge my fall, setting his sights on the mantle of power. The so-called liberators found themselves outcasts, their dreams of a restored republic fading like mist at dawn. The legions marched once more, not for conquest but for retribution. Brutus and Cassius met their end, not as liberators, but as footnotes in the tale of Rome's transformation. From the ashes of conflict, a new Rome emerged. Octavian, standing victorious, laid the foundations of an empire that would endure for centuries, a testament to the unyielding spirit of the Roman people. In the annals of history, my life has been a subject of debate, my actions scrutinized, my legacy celebrated and vilified. Yet, as I gaze upon the empire that followed, the peace it brought, and the enduring mark it left upon the world, I stand proud. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. These words encapsulate not just my conquests, but the spirit with which I embraced my destiny. Rome, in all her glory, was my canvas, and though my time was cut short, the empire I envisioned, the peace it heralded, was my masterpiece. And so, as the stars watch over Rome, I ask you, not as a dictator, but as a guardian of Rome's flame, was Brutus the villain of our tale, or just another victim of fate's cruel game? The judgment I leave to history, but this I know. Rome endures, her spirit unbroken, her legacy immortal. And as long as the Tiber flows, as long as the Colosseum stands, so too will the memory of Julius Caesar.